Right, it's Friday, just after 12, and we're with Wanderers manager Marc White for our weekly catch-up. How you doing, Mark?
All good, mate.
Good stuff, good. Right, obviously we're back at home tomorrow. We're going to talk about that in a second. But first of all, let's just rewind to last Saturday. Obviously, we were also at Meadowbank, Ebbsfleet with the visitors, and obviously we lost the game 4-1. I know almost a week has passed. How's your thoughts on it, reflecting on last week's game?
Well, frustrating, really, Chris. I think I thought best summed up by we found a way to lose, basically. That's the bottom line. I thought a couple of soft goals again at home, which we'd be disappointed about. A glut of chances we should have took as well alongside that. So similar theme to previous home games. But even beyond that, I thought the sending off changed the game for me. I think with 11 men on the pitch, we get a minimum of a point, if not all three. Really dominant, and Tony was disappointed with himself. Obviously, he's suspended for tomorrow as well, so it's a double penalty. Tony's been in great form and been instrumental in so many of those clean sheets this year. So yeah, I thought we just found a way to lose. It's easy to get extra upset about the defeats when there's more on the line. I think I understand that fully. We all do. And of course, we have had too many of those at home this year. But we need to ride it off. We need to be resilient, and we need to look forward to the next good day at Meadowbank and creating a really good day and a good moment or two. And I'm sure we can.
Absolutely. And ironically, I was going to mention Tony sending off because I thought second half, we came out second half and played some really good football up until Tony getting sent off. Actually, played really well.
I think it's important, isn't it? It's important we don't, law of attraction, that it's important we don't all turn up and think, right, here we go, what's going to go wrong at Meadowbank? Right, we need to remember all the things that have gone right at Meadowbank, and we've beaten some huge sides at Meadowbank in the last 18 months. Some massive clubs. We've outplayed massive clubs, we've beat massive clubs, we've had amazing moments, we've all gone up the town happy. Those times and moments can come again. Across the 90 minutes, we even had a bigger possession, even with 10 men for 40 minutes. It was there's things. I think that the boys will run through brick walls, no doubt. There's things that the boys are strategically not getting spot on at times. There's little mistakes here and there that can be quite costly, but nothing, if I'm honest with you, that I'm too worried about. I'm positive, very positive. On what we've got in the building and where the boys are. But yeah, it was another frustrating one for all of us. Understand anybody that went home frustrated, we all felt the same, and now we look forward, that's it.
Yeah, now I know there has been some National League football this week, but there wasn't for the Wanderers. So you haven't had a midweek game and had a couple of training sessions, which I'm sure were most welcome. How is the squad looking?
All good, yeah, all good. Loads of players available, which I think bodes well. Forget tomorrow really to a degree, but bodes well for the next. We've got 2 games a week now for some time, so we've got a lot of boys available, a lot of really good players available, and we'll be looking to play them into full fitness and sharpness. And certainly we're in a position where I feel like in the next 12 games we can get some wins on board, and that's really where we're focused, is on what we do. That's where we have to be focused. I think we've got a team that can hurt teams, any team, and that's where we're focused right now.
Absolutely. There's still a lot of football to play this season, starting with Chesterfield tomorrow. The TV cameras are in town, and it's a 12:30 kickoff. So
I mean, listen, I think champions elect and all that, Chesterfield. I think it's credit, real big credit to Paul Cook and his management team. Really, I mean, they should have won the playoff final. I was there. They should have won it in normal time. There was a penalty shootout from winning it. To then reset the boys and go again and be so dominant, I thought proper leadership, proper management. They don't have the biggest budget in this league, I'll tell you that now. Obviously one of the bigger clubs, but there's clubs in this league with more resources than Chesterfield. The the local community's got right behind them. Their attendances are up. Up to 7 and a bit thousand odd for home games, which is brilliant, and they are extremely deserving champions to be. Off the field and on the field, the directors and owners are great people, all love football, my sort of people really. And like I said, on the pitch, the job they've done is exemplary, real good example of like team building, continuity with a few extras, everything that good managers do. So yeah, very, very deserving, and their fans obviously are having an enjoyable season. And that's obviously the nice part. And then tomorrow we look to give them a good game. I think they're beatable. I think that we can beat anybody, definitely. If we get it right. I think this league this year, I think it shows you that anybody can beat anybody. I think we know that. I think I saw somebody said that we've got more more wins than last season at this time, believe it or not. And
more points, yeah.
The league is so tight, Chris. It's ridiculous. And my point is that it's I've called it annoyingly competitive league. But listen, I can't guarantee the boys get it right tomorrow, but I can guarantee that they run through brick walls to win this game. This is a game we want to win. We don't see this as a bonus to get anything out of it. We see it as one we must win. I'm looking forward to competing against such a great side and manager.
Absolutely, and obviously, as I mentioned, it's an earlier kick-off, 12:30 tomorrow. So
Yeah.
the turnstiles are open from 11, as is the fan zone and the bar at the bank. So the Chesterfield fans, obviously, they're bringing a decent number tomorrow. They get the fan zone tomorrow from 11 a.m. And our fans have got the bar at the bank and the lounge and everything else also from 11 a.m. So get down nice and early. It's going to be busy. And
please,
absolutely.
and just to our supporters, really. Obviously, this is when we need you the most. That is the definition of support.
Yeah.
Is support at all times. Don't read into that league table. We all do, but what matters is this: you don't ever want to be successful because other people are losing, because someone goes in off the black, because someone can't hit the double. You want to be successful because you are good at what you do and you win matches, and we need to get behind the boys and win matches. Regardless of what happens elsewhere. That's all that matters now. 12 games, and getting behind the boys all over the country like they've done all year. And I'm sure they will, and I'm sure they'll be noisy tomorrow. And I'm sure the next time we get a win, and let's hope it's in 24 hours or so, all that sort of pent-up frustration, I'm sure will come out in the right way. It will in me. It will in me for sure. So let's just really keep banging the drum, getting behind the lads. In this, we're a part-time team in a full-time league. I'll say it again. In a brilliant league with some brilliant clubs, and it takes some doing. But we are there, and the boys tomorrow will 100% run through brick walls, 100%, and they are more than capable of beating Chesterfield. And equally, obviously, Chesterfield are more than capable of giving us a fucking hiding, Chris. But we will be in it to win it tomorrow, no question, and we're going to make a real game of it.
I've got no doubt that the fans will make the atmosphere electric and will be right behind
Yeah.
the team from the off.
Yeah.
I just finally, Mark, I was just going to mention that obviously the Chesterfield fans, they're bringing a big number.
Yes.
And I know you wanted just to give them a little something back.
Just say there'll be money in the fan zone from 11. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Decent amount of money in the fan zone from 11. Get in the ground early.
Yeah.
And enjoy it on us. And it might be the last time we play Chesterfield for some time. So let's have a good day.
Absolutely. All right, Mark. Well, on that
Cheers,
note,
mate.
thanks for your time.
Cheers, Chris.
And we'll catch up next week.
Bye, mate.